This is the demo of project 2 of CPE 329. As you can see, we just restarted the device and you can see it outputting a square wave with 50% duty cycle at a frequency of 100 Hertz. Now we're going to go on to our functioning project with the LCD screen, which we're going to be presented with a few option screens, and then we'll be inputting numbers and we'll ultimately change the displayed waveform. So we're going to change this to a sine wave, and if you want to get on the keypad. So of the numbers, input the numbers, the star is a backspace, and the pound key is enter. If enter is hit at any time with an empty buffer, it will return back to the original home screen waveform select. So we're going to go ahead and input a 500 Hertz sine wave with a 200 and as you can see, the waveform changed over here, and our frequency is within 2.5%, a lot better than 2.5% actually. Now we'll show off a saw wave type waveform, and we'll select a frequency slightly higher. We can go all the way up to 2.5 kilohertz, although it gets a little bit sketchy at the higher frequencies. We'll go with a 1 volt amplitude, and let's go 4 volt offset. And as you can see, we get a square wave, or a sawtooth wave, that is frequency 1K, and if we can get our trigger, it looks just like that. Then finally, we'll demo our square wave, which also will let us set the duty cycle at the end, which it does not do for the other two options. So we'll go back down to a reasonable frequency, 250 Hertz. We'll set the amplitude to 2.5 volts and the DC offset to 2.5 volts. And the duty cycle will set to 15. Okay, now on our waveform here, you can see our generated waveform has a frequency of just over 250 Hertz, as well as having a duty cycle of 15%. That concludes the demo of our function generator. Hope you enjoyed our project.